Folkestone Castle stood on a spur of the North Downs to the north of the town of Folkestone in Kent. The Norman castle was built on a natural mound which existed in the late 11th and 12th centuries. It was excavated in 1878 by Augustus Pitt Rivers, and this has been claimed to be the first excavation of a medieval site in Britain using scientific methods. Known locally as Caesar's Camp, it is not actually Roman at all, but was probably constructed as early as 1095 and was certainly occupied for some time following the Norman invasion. The hill on which it stands is known as Castle Hill, and it affords splendid views over the town and coast, from Folkestone across Romney Marsh to Dungeness, Rye and Fairlight. The earthworks now overlook the end of the M20 motorway and the entrance to the Channel Tunnel at Cheriton. As you drive along the M20 motorway below, the castle looks nothing more than an enormous high hill overlooking Folkestone and the surrounding area. It is only when you near the top and come across the defensive ditches that you would associate with a ringwork or hill fort do you realise you are now exploring an ancient hill fort and castle now devoid of its wooden palisades. Despite this, exploring the site, there is still more than enough to define its original layout and take in the spectacular views from the top. The ringwork at Castle Hill is the largest and most complete ringwork in the southeast of England and survives to a large extent undisturbed by later activities. Folkestone was already a place of some importance on the arrival of the Normans in 1066, possessing its own small harbour. The Normans established two castles here at different times in its history. William de Arroy built a castle near the harbour, but the sea undermined its foundations and was eventually washed out to the sea. With the continued encroachment of the sea, a site on higher ground was decided. The site of Caesar's Camp was chosen to expand upon the existing prehistoric earthen and timber defensive ditches were enlarged and built into the Norman Motte and Bailey style of defence. A large defensive earthen bank or rampart encloses the summit of Castle Hill, except on the western side where the steep slope was sufficient defence. The rampart averages some 60 feet in width and, when taken in conjunction with the deep outer ditch, presented a long and steep slope to any would-be attacker. Within the enclosed area is a smaller oval enclosure surrounded by another ditch. This inner enclosure, or ringwork, was the site of the main residential buildings of the castle, as well as a small chapel. Between the ringwork and the outer bank was the bailey, joining the entrance to the ringwork on its eastern side with the entrance to the castle to the northeast. A well over 60 feet deep within the ringwork provided a good source of water in times of need. Afternoon, and it's Friday the 5th of November, and I'm on my own. I'm hoping to do a little wild camp tonight. I'm sat on top of Castle Hill, or better known as Caesar's Camp, overlooking Folkestone down on the Kent coast, and I've come up here a little bit early just to sort of have a look around. I've actually been here 3 times now. The first time I come up here was when I was doing the North Downs Way with my mate Luke from the Real Travelling Amigos, and that was like the final section of the mainline route of the North Downs Way, Etching Hill to Dover, and the way passes over Caesar's Camp here. We stopped here for a break, and it was really windy up here because it's pretty high up, and we both said this would make a brilliant place to try and do a little camp. Unfortunately, he's busy already this weekend. He's got plans for firework night. Pretty amazing, this site. You can see the ramparts, the ditches, everything is you know, still intact. You can see it's a man-made sort of structure that was built here. So I believe it was an Iron Age Hillfort, and then when the Normans invaded, William the Conqueror and all that, apparently a Motte Castle was built up here. It's incredible, really cool. And the view out over Folkestone and I think it's the Channel Tunnel, you can see all that below us. It's incredible. One of my favourite YouTubers as well, Matt Does Fitness, is like obviously a fitness gym sort of channel. He's based in Hythe, which is literally just down the road, and he frequents a lot of places in Folkestone in his videos, and I can see a lot of those places down below. It's pretty cool. I think he's on something like, he's on over 2 million subscribers, so he's quite a well-known channel content creator. Almost a part of me keeps thinking I'm looking down there and maybe he's down there filming something already, but yeah, I've been following him for years, so it's pretty cool. It's quite magical, that. Fanboy. So I've got my Wild Country Helm 1 tent with me tonight. The weather's meant to be clear, no rain, so I've not bought tons of rain gear. So I've got that tent, and I've basically cracked out, I think, all of my winter gear, because like I say, it's early November, but it can get really cold up here. I mean, it's chilly up here now, and I've just got like my normal walking stuff on. The car's literally 5 minutes away, so I've not got far to go, so I'll go and get my rucksack and stuff in a bit. I want to try and catch the sunset, which should be sort of over this way, which means sunrise is going to be over that way in the morning at about 7 AM. The main reason we're up here is hopefully to see a load of fireworks, courtesy of Folkestone tonight. It's probably going to be quite a noisy camp tonight, because you've got like the motorway and stuff right below us, like I say, the Channel Tunnel and all kinds of stuff. So there's been loads of sirens going along the motorway and stuff, so it is what it is. The view is just incredible. I can actually see Dungeness nuclear power station further down the coast, and then to my left, right across the English Channel, I can actually see France, because it's quite clear today. Incredible. I know you should be able to see France from England here, but the novelty hasn't worn off for me. I still find that absolutely incredible. I'm actually probably closer to France than I am to where I live in Essex right now. That's kind of mind-boggling. I just can't get my head around it. I love Kent. I absolutely love Kent. I always say Essex is the finest county in the land, but Kent is incredible. Kent could well be the joint first for me in terms of finest counties in the land. I love it. There's so much stuff to see and do and explore here. It's just a fantastic county. Right, I'm probably going to head back to the car for a bit, grab my rucksack, and then head up here sort of as the sun's setting. Like I say, it's not far. It's getting a little bit chilly sat here, and I've waffled on for too long. I've got a couple of ciders as well for later on. I know that's on the tip of your tongue. Where are the ciders, Tom? They'll be out later on. I've got loads of hot drinks with me, dehydrated, warm meals to eat to keep me warm. It's going to be good fun. I've been looking forward to this one. It's just gone 4:30 PM, and I've just watched the sunset from the trig point here on top of Caesar's Camp, Castle Hill, and I tell you what, it is freezing up here. I mean, I'm on the sort of the bit below the mound, like the sort of the walkway around it. So it's not quite as windy as just up there. That few feet makes a big difference, but it's cold up here. It's going to be a cold night, so I've got my down jacket, my OEX beanie hat on, my gloves, fingerless gloves, so I can operate the camera, and what I was wearing earlier. I've got more warm stuff in the rucksack on my back. I suppose it's the shape of things to come, really. We're still sort of in autumn, we're not even in winter yet, but I don't do fair weather camping. I do year-round camping, so there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad equipment choices. But I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before setting up. I'll find somewhere sort of out of the wind with a nice view. Maybe sit and make a hot drink. So I've got a little gas stove with me tonight, so it shouldn't take too long. I wouldn't be surprised if people do come up here tonight to have a look at the fireworks. I mean, they're only human, but I can't see it being an issue really, because they're going to see me camping up here wherever I camp. So it is what it is, really. But yeah, how about that for a view? That's pretty cool. I think I just saw Matt Does Fitness down there. Appears I'm not alone. There's at least 4 other groups of people, small groups of people, mostly like families with their kids and stuff, and they've come up here to watch the fireworks as well. You can see the lights all along the French coast as well, the other side of the channel. I can see they didn't make any effort with the fireworks. Typical French. I know they don't celebrate it. there's a couple of people just below me that have turned up with sparklers, and they've also got some small fireworks that they're setting off, so we'll see if we can pick them up on the camera. There was loads of fireworks going off earlier, still a few going. See what happens. They're literally like right on the edge of the hill. Here we go. Nice. Here we go. Hey, lovely. Rear as well. Oh, blimey. Well, I'm inside the Helm 1 tent now, and it's literally like night and day. The difference in warmth compared to being outside is unreal. I think the last group of people left at about 9 o'clock, and I thought that was my cue to get in the tent and get a bit warmer. So I've got like my thermal long sleeve top on, thermal leggings on over a pair of running shorts, and then my walking trousers, which are quite thick, and then my softy trousers on over the top of them. Pair of walking socks, my thermal like army arctic socks. I've chucked some hand warmers, like disposable hand warmers, in the bottom of my thermal sleeping bag liner. I'm in that, and then that is in my Go Light down sleeping bag, which I think's about 3 season probably. I'm on the Climate Static V insulated mat, which is on top of a silver foam mat. I've not put my down jacket back on yet because I'm sort of actually like a lot warmer now. Like I can feel my feet warming up now. Now they're inside, you know, the liner and the bag, and I've got the hand warmers in there, probably just starting to kick in. Like, I don't normally get that cold while camping, but this is like a first for me. Although it looks like the wind's actually died down a bit out there, but earlier on when I was outside, I was tending to some stuff in the tent, and I looked behind me and my chair had gone, and I looked, it was like halfway down the hill, and I was like, right, pack that away, we're not losing that. If that ends up on the motorway or something, nightmare. I've got one more cider. Now this cider is a special one, okay? It's not one I've supplied, it's not one that Gary the Groomer, a loyal subscriber, has supplied. This one is from another subscriber, and his name's Danny, and he's, I think, from Herefordshire. Now he's been a loyal subscriber for a lot of years, and he watches, I think, just about every video, so thank you, mate, much appreciated. But this cider is pretty cool. So here it is. It's by the London cider company called Hawks. Now I've had a few of their ciders before, but this is like an experimental batch sort of can. It's not got the usual artwork like the skull on it, and it literally looks like one of those, like a small batch sort of one, like an experimental one. I never knew they did this. Pineapple punch. I do like a pineapple cider, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out. Like, it's got this sticker on it, like it's just so like literally like it seems small batch cider, which I quite like. So 330ml can, it's 4%, magic number. City cider to the core, never from concentrate. Here we go. Hopefully I've not shook it up. Oh, it smells like a beer or something. I was expecting a really strong pineapple taste. Smell, sorry. Oh, if you could smell that, that is insane. Right, cheers, Danny. Oh, that's good. I hope there's no one outside. They'll be like, what's he doing in there? Oh yeah. And it doesn't taste artificial. It's not sickly at all. It's almost quite a faint sort of pineapple taste to it. That's good. But like the cider that's in it is unmistakably Hawke's, because I've had a couple of their ciders before and it's literally like that. It's cold as well, so normally my ciders are like lukewarm, tepid sort of thing. This is literally chilled to perfection. Yeah, they do I think it's called Urban Orchard is their like plain cider, and it's basically like that, which I'm not a massive fan of, but because there's like that hint of like pineapple in there, and it's not artificial or sickly tasting, it's just right. It just elevates it to a whole other level. I'm liking this one. It's good. Cheers, Danny. You've chosen well, mate. That's very good. I've got a massive burp brewing. Oh, it's gonna, seriously, you'll be able to hear that in Dover, I reckon. I'm gonna give it a 9.1 out of 10. I think that's really good. Oh, it's burps. I'm gonna have to get rid of this. Oh. Oh, fuck. Pardon me. Oh, it stinks as well. Jesus. Oh, to open the tent a bit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, get that out. Oh. That's like if someone farted but through their mouth. Jesus. Oh. Oh. Really liking that. Cheers, mate. I'm going to finish that off, and I want to get up sort of just before 7 AM because that's when the sun rises apparently. I want to see if that's going to be any good, so fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm just going to chill in here for a little bit and then get an early night. It is 9:45 at the moment. Enough yawning, I'll see you in the morning. Night everyone. Morning all, apologies for the lack of a sunrise. It was a bit cloudy as they kind of did forecast, but I thought you never know, we might get lucky. But yeah, there was nothing really. It was nice all the same, nice to see, you know, see the day in and all that jazz. So it's just gone 7 AM. I slept on and off throughout the night really. It was kind of like, I don't know really, I sort of slept, you know, an hour here, then woke up, then went back to sleep for an hour and a half, then like a 2.5 hour stint. Yeah, it's one of those really, but I was warm and comfy, that's the thing, really warm. No chance of getting cold. Anyways, I'm going to start packing stuff down in the tent and then get the tent down as quick as possible really, and then I can have breakfast. But no, it was good fun overall. The amount of rubbish though some people have left from coming up here last night is atrocious, so what I might do is what I can see and reach I'll pick up. So this was the sleeping setup that kept me really warm and comfy and cosy last night. So first off is the Climate Static V insulated mat. It's a full length mat, really good for side sleepers. Didn't cost me that much money. I think it's about 57 quid, something like that. I think that included the postage as well, and it come from America as well. Really good mat. I mean, it's a little bit on the heavy side. It's over the 500 gram mark, but it's well worth it. So warm and comfy. Then a few of you have probably seen these before. The Trekology Aleph 2 pillow. Really easy to use and it folds down really small. I had an OEX balaclava that I slept in. I've got an OEX beanie hat on, but for sleeping in that was brilliant. Underneath the climate mat I've just got an old Decathlon full length silver coated foam mat, to protect the mat and just add a bit of extra insulation. The sleeping bag, I've had this quite a long time. It's a Go Light down sleeping bag. There, it's a Venture 40 men's large, 4 degrees Celsius, 800 feel goose down. It might not be 3 season, it might even be as low as, I don't know, 2 season. I think it's 3 season anyway. It's always kept me warm in winter anyway, but of course you just wear more clothes with it, which you'd have anyway. And of course I've got this Mountain Warehouse thermal sleeping bag liner, which had a couple of disposable hand warmers in the bottom. Honestly, that was so warm. At one point my feet were actually boiling, like I thought I was burning them. Then I've got odds and ends in the storage pockets. It's my waterproof socks at the end there. Another storage pocket up the end. Some stuff around me. My rucksack was sort of used as an extra pillow. You've got a vestibule at the back of this tent to store stuff you're not going to be getting to until you pack up. There's a little light hanging loop as well, and then you've got this porch as well, which is big enough to fit everything you need in. I can cook in this, I can, you know, sort shoes, clothes, kit out. This tent is like a TARDIS, honestly. It's one person, but it's all the space I need. I used it on the Norfolk coast path and it was brilliant. It was worth carrying the extra bit of weight. Once again, it's the Helm one's over the 1.5 kilo mark. It's probably about 1.76 or something, I don't know. And I bought a footprint for it as well, because you want to look after the bottom of your tent. And yeah, don't regret it, it's brilliant. It's not the Helm one compact. I bought this is like the OG version. I'm not into all that updated shit. Just this is the one for me. I'm liking it. I don't see the point in paying all the extra money for the compact when this does just as good a job. I mean, look at that, it's just holding in the wind. Not that the wind's particularly strong at the moment, but I've had this in some really strong winds, like on the beach on the Suffolk coast. with Suffolk Dan. That was horrific, that weather. It was one of the worst storms I've ever been in. I don't know how we made it through that night anyway. Yeah, this is our view out this morning. Absolutely lovely, isn't it? It's not mine, but pick up what you can anyway and take it with you. There's a couple more bits and pieces sort of down on the footpath there. I'm heading that way anyway to find a little sort of spot out of the wind to do breakfast, so we'll get some more along the way. So it's just gone 8 AM, packed everything away. I've just walked along the base of the Hillfort, or the castle, and picked up a couple of bits of rubbish, so a couple more bits to go in there, but not a lot really. I was just about to set up this shot and quite a tall bloke started walking towards me along the thing. You know what I'm going to say, didn't you? As Gene, one of my subscribers, would say, he's a fellow Tomonite, he's a subscriber of the channel. I couldn't believe it. I went, "You alright? Morning. Are you Tom?" It's like, "Yeah, Tom Outdoors." And his name's Mark, and he's got a channel called Pack and Boots, so check him out. I couldn't believe it. It's literally like, it's almost like every time I go out, like for a camp now, I end up getting spotted by someone. I don't really get spotted on the day walks, I get spotted on the wild camps, which is bizarre. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a bit more inconspicuous then. Maybe wild camps we stick out more, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to do breakfast. I'm starving. So I have got this little bad boy. Hopefully you can see that. So it's food on the move, dehydrated meal, apple and cranberry porridge with full cream milk. 328 calories, lovely. Look how thin that is. And it's pretty lightweight as well. I think it's 100 grams. Made with American cranberries. I'm guessing they must be better than normal cranberries then. Ah, where are they? Ooh, stuff's nearly blown away. And then I've got just like a hot chocolate. Or I can be a good boy and have a little herbal tea. What do I choose? Anyways, right, I'm just going to get boiling some water. Hopefully I'm out of the wind enough here. Just sit and chill out, enjoy the view. The motorway's coming alive now. It's great for car spotting, this spot. I decided to be a good boy and have the Twinings Defence tea. It's like sort of like a citrus tea, and it's got loads of like vitamins and healthy stuff in it. I don't know what, but rehydrated the apple and cranberry porridge with full cream milk, I might add. I gradually added water, so it says to add 175ml, but you always start off with less and add more. And I think I've got the right consistency. It looks good. It smells fantastic. That's probably on account of the full cream milk though. Christ, it's getting windy. Hopefully that microphone's working. It's probably not. Oh. Anyways, it said 5 minutes, so it's probably not been 5 minutes, but I don't care. Look at that. There's all kinds of like, I can see the cinnamon in it. Oh, that's beautiful. You don't get a lot in the pouch. Like the pouch is full up to about there, but what you do get is exquisite. It's good quality food. This stuff, food on the move. I'm not sponsored by them, okay? I just was looking for the cheapest dehydrated meals possible, and these kept coming up, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try them out. So I bought a few different breakfasts, dinners and desserts. Right, good. Maybe it's the American cranberries that are doing it. I think it's the apple and cinnamon personally, and the full cream milk. Oh. It's good, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm back at the car. That was like a 5-minute walk, like literally. I'd probably quicker than that actually. If you're local, you'll know where I've parked. Just chatted to a couple that was out walking their little dog. It was well alright. There's, oh, did you get some good photos? I went, yeah. I said, I slept up there last night. He went, oh, no way, man. Game on, man. And they were well alright people. To be honest with you, everyone round here that I've said hello to or whatever so far has been really friendly. And then of course I met Mark, Pack and Boots. You know, it's just like, yeah, everyone seems well alright. You know, it's all good. I do like it round here. It's decent. Talking of decent, that was a decent wild camp. Got away with it. It was all good. Yeah, a bit windy up there, you know, but it was nice, really nice. Good to see the fireworks. Probably the best fireworks I've seen on a wild camp, on a fireworks night wild camp, I would say. So I was really pleased with that. Thank you again, Danny, for the cider. And that's it. Next sort of big camp I'm going to be doing is my Christmas one. So that'll be sort of early to mid-December, really. Get it out before Christmas. And then of course New Year. Hopefully try and do something for a wild camp for New Year's Eve. That'll be good. I'm sort of having the rest of November off. I'm just sort of having a bit of a break. I'll still be posting stuff. It's just stuff that I need to get posted. This will be the last thing I do for about 3 or 4 weeks. And then sort of start of December I'll start going out and doing stuff again. So I've just been doing so much lately, like the charity work and stuff, raising money for like Chess, doing bits for Sanctus, and then of course in October I did 100 miles walking throughout October for Macmillan Cancer Support. Yeah, it's a charity like that's, you know, close to my heart. My dad passed away from cancer when I was 13, so anything really to do with like cancer charities, you know, I'll give them my backing and support, of course. I've still got the fundraisers open for those, so you can find me on my Facebook page, Tom Hill, or Instagram, Tom Outdoors 88. I'll try and put some links below. So I did the 100 miles throughout October. I think I'm up to about £175 at the moment. I've got 2 fundraisers, one on Insta, one on Facebook. So if you want to donate, if you can donate, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Just give what you can, honestly. You haven't got to give 10, 20, 30 quid. Yeah, that's great, that's brilliant, but honestly, even if you only give a quid, 2 quid, a fiver, then that's it's still money. It's great, thank you. So anyway, yeah, just do what you can if you can. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me on this one. It's been good fun. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe everyone, and be nice to one another. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye. As a final addition to the video, there's also this ROC post. It's Folkestone ROC post, second site. ROC is Royal Observer Corps post from the Cold War. And this one, it says it's private property. It's got a padlock on the gate and stuff. I think last time I saw it was up for sale, but like, you still got the compound fence, hard standing, and then there's the bunker there. It looks like the hatch has actually been ripped off, so it's probably a bit of a dump in there now. Then you can also see, that's where I'm pointing there, there's the ventilation shaft, and it's got like a circular disc on the side, which I think meant it had like a phone line running out to it, so it was a master post. And then you've got the other thing that comes out of the ground, I can't remember what it's called, but it's all there. Someone had actually was doing it up, I think, at one point, and had run like electrics and stuff down there. But literally, there's Caesar's campus. It's just up the road from that, yeah. So it's got a good vantage point as well, looking out over Folkestone and the English Channel. And then, I can't see it from here now, but there's a Martello Tower down near the sea there. It's now a private residence, and that's where the first site for the Royal Observer Corps post bunker was. And they closed it off because of like subsidence issues. They feared it was going to fall into the sea, and then they moved it to up here, and this is site 2. So I'm pretty sure there's a private property sign on it somewhere here. So yeah, there's a private property sign there. Fence is still up, and there's a gate with a new looking padlock on it, 2 padlocks in fact. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to climb the fence or anything and try and get in, even though the hatch has been ripped off. You could get in. It's not worth it. There's houses overlooking it. I found a video online of it, obviously made by the owner or whoever, so I've left a message asking if I can come and have a look in there at some point. Just wait a response. Anyways, just thought I'd share that with you because I thought that was pretty cool, seeing as I'd literally just camped over there. Anyways, toodaloo.